Hey everyone, Melissa here, and I'm really excited to be back on the Cocoa Vanilla Studio YouTube channel and blog today. It's my first project with Sunkissed, and like I said, I'm really excited. I decided to pull this rainbow paper and use it because it's just calling to me, and my challenge or my assignment today is for the sparkle and shine theme that we have going on, and I love all things sparkly and shiny. So what I've done is I've got a photo that I'm out there, so my husband took it in Riverton in January, which is a beach at the bottom of the South Island. It's normally really cold there, but we got it on a hot week, and the sea was beautiful. I mean, compared to most of you, it would not be hot, but to us it was hot. And so we did some bodyboarding, and it was so much fun. And the reason I've chosen this photo is because it's a summer photo, but also because this is a very full-on paper. This is not a full-on photo. It's quite a muted kind of action photo of us at a distance. I have cropped it to a square and zoomed in a bit so you could see us, but there's not a lot of colour, mostly blue, a little bit of pink, and I think it will work really well. I think the best position for the photo is here because we are riding the waves this way, so kind of towards the middle. I know a lot of other people have done this, and the paper kind of begs for it to place a photo here, but I'm going to do that anyway. In order to make things sparkly and shiny, of course, I had to pull these beautiful foam title stickers, and I'm thinking maybe fun in the sun, or even together. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe even summer days, these summer days. Yeah, I'll work it out, but I'm definitely using these. And then I have pulled the Floral Ephemera as well. Not sure if floral is going to work with kind of a beach theme, but I pulled them because I like them. But, you know, maybe I will. Maybe I will do some floral clusters and have other embellishments from the other die cut pack as well. And then in order to sparkle and shine, I've got some Novo Glimmer paste. I mean, obviously, as well as this. And my plan is, obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, should I? If you know me, and I've already said in my collection walkthrough of this, I want to cut this apart, distress it like I always do. I'm going to add some of this subtly, I think. I don't want to take away from the colour, but over the top of all of these. And then I'm planning on stitching through them, I think through the middle with the corresponding thread. So very much a Melissa style layout, but, you know, why not? If you know what your style is and you're comfortable with it, and you know, for me it's been a long time of scrapbooking now, and I'm comfortable with my style. The paper calls me to do it, so that is my plan. Other than that, I'm not sure. Obviously I need to put my, I said obviously again, I need to put my journaling somewhere, so I may even use one of the cards, and we'll just see how it goes. So that is the plan. I'm going to get into it by cutting this apart. So the first thing I did was cut apart the rainbow. I fussy cut all the arcs out. I have trimmed them just roughly down the middle on the white parts of the paper between them, and then I'm fussy cutting them out, trimming closer to the edge. Now, these edges are not perfect and they're slightly blurred, and I don't want them to look perfect, and I've left a little bit of white, and I think it just adds to the sort of homemade cut look of it. And then I have got this Novo Glimmer paste. It's absolutely stunning. It's like it's a white, silvery, iridescent look. It's quite subtle, but because it's sparkle and shine, I wanted to add something to these arcs. And so I'm just applying it with my finger. You do have to keep wiping it off your finger with a paper towel because it dries really quick and can get quite crusty on your finger, which makes it harder to spread on each of the bits of paper. So I don't think I'm showing you all of this, but I'm just showing you how I did it. In my final layout shot that will appear on Instagram, it doesn't, you can't really see, it's quite subtle, but in real life you can see it there. So very shimmery, almost iridescent. And so I have put a whole lot of craft foam on the back of these arcs. I did not want to have that video that. It's tedious, best to do while watching something on YouTube or Netflix. So just laying them out how I want them, and then the I guess, scary bit of this layout is actually adhering them down. So I've put double-sided tape on them, and then I'm just going over the top with some Novo liquid adhesive, because I think it definitely needs the two forms of adhesive to get it to stick. So this one was the scariest one. I need to line up the very thin edge of the arc on the right side, and then then just go down through all the colours. So I did come back off camera at the very end and put a little bit of liquid adhesive underneath the thin part of that red arc. So now gave up on that. I think I've only got like a little bit of glue left in the other one, but every time I lay it down, it isn't at the top of the bottle, so I have to come back and keep shaking it. So I've just given up and gone with my other bottle for this video. So here we are now doing the final one. It's so cute, and you can really see the shimmer. I've also, I forgot to say, stitched through each of those arcs in the corresponding colours, and I love doing that. I just think it adds a lot of interest. And it's quite subtle because there's already so much going on with all that shimmer. So then I've got this photo, and it's a very subtle photo. I think I've already talked about it in my intro, but I added a few layers of tissue paper behind it, and I needed to separate the subtle photo from the very busy full-on coloured background, and that tissue paper does a really good job of just being a nice integrative layer between the two. So using my little triangular ruler to get this on straight, I'm just placing it there. So happy with how that's looking, and now I am moving on to embellishing, which is always my favourite part. So these are the Floral Ephemera. I did think about fussy cutting some flowers, but because I'd already put quite a lot of work into the rainbow, I thought I'll just go with these ones, and I love how they look. I did think about trimming off the white border, but then I think it provides quite a good separation from the colours of the rainbow again. So something to bear in mind when you're working with these. So I'm just curling up the edges, bending up the edges. I'm going to add some leaves soon as well. I had cut that pink one in half, and I regretted it instantly, but I guess I still got to use the other piece on the bottom of the photo. I would have pulled the top part of that pink flower, I would have pulled it up more so that you can see the centre of the flower, but it doesn't matter, it's on there now, and I think you look at these flowers together and not individually anyway when they're positioned or placed in a cluster. So just adding some more dimension behind them. Often I wait till elements dry until I add dimension just to be sure that they're stuck down. So just building this up slowly, really trying to work out what I want where, adding some leaves and some extra kind of berries and flowers. It's such a beautiful, beautiful collection, and I love that we get a full pack of flowers as well. So just wanting to have these flowers above and beneath the photo really. There is a lot going on this page with that rainbow, and I didn't want to cover up too much of the rainbow either, because aside from the photo, it really is the main feature of this page. So like I said, just adding more dimensional adhesive behind my elements, and then looking on the accessory sticker sheet for something to add, and can't quite see what that says, but it's something about sunshine and blue skies, which definitely was that week we were at the beach. It was just so beautiful. And then I've got this holiday highlights, and I've added a little puffy blue starfish, which I think really plays off the monochromatic look of the photo and the embellishment that I have on it. So because it's sparkle and shine, I definitely had to add my title from these beautiful foam glittery title stickers. I love the mix of fonts in here. I love the scripty sunshine, and I'm so relieved that I positioned it in a way that the dot of the eye was directly on that yellow arc. And then had to be careful here with these as well, because I wanted them to sit on top of the rainbow that's got dimension, not to fall in between onto the flatter white cardstock. So I've added a little heart as well, like a full stop. And then I just wanted to create another cluster, so I guess, you know, third cluster, just to draw the eye over to here as well to the title. And I just went with 3 of these floral pieces, and then I've glued them in the center, and I'll come in soon and curl them and pop them up. So I needed somewhere to put my journaling. I did think about the top left hand corner, but then I saw this card from the pocket cards, and it said hashtag highlights, and so it was perfect for me just to add a little bit of journaling about bodyboarding. this will go into an album that I've decided to make about our holiday to Riverton this year. I originally thought I'd do a mini album, but I have decided to do 12 by 12 layouts because I love them, and I think I'm just gonna mostly use, if not fully, use Sunkissed for that album. So yeah, I love it when my plans change, and it's totally inspired by this gorgeous collection, so you'll probably see a few more layouts from me with my beach photos. Yeah, lifting up those petals and placing dimensional adhesive. Wasn't quite dry. I think it's a bit harder to get things to stick to a glittery surface, but this glue is really good when it dries. And then I felt like I really needed something else, another flower on the edge of that or corner of that photo, so I've just gone with a little orange one. I did try to get some of these, or one of these, enamel wood buttons on, but I couldn't get them to work. Also found that leaf was far too big, so I just left it in the end. So then I realised that I did need another piece, another couple of bits of leaves and florals on both of my clusters here above and below my photo. So yeah, that's my final touch. I may not even add the date on this because I think the date will go in the beginning of the album. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my first process video and layout with a beautiful Sunkissed collection. Thanks for watching.